Hey guys, we're going inside the mine.
It's 11:09 in Colorado. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it's like cool, like it's kind of cold.
Yeah. You can't. It would be cool if you could make it don't stand there because there's going to be a huge lake there.
Right here it is because we're so close to the surface, but in here it's pretty much constant all the time. Alright folks, welcome to the portal or the adit of the mine. This is the only way in and the only way out. So if you have to come out, you're never going to get lost. If you guys have any problems like claustrophobia or anything like that, that's okay. I've had 6'8", 300-pound muscle builders, real macho guys come in here and decide that they really didn't want to go any farther and come on out. No big deal. If you want to come out, let me know. My name's David again. Interrupt me, shout my name, just make sure that I know you're leaving the mine, okay? That being said, we'll start the tour. You guys have already probably noticed it's about 46 degrees in here, and that is year-round temperature. So in the wintertime, it's nice and toasty. If you guys look over your heads, you'll notice that the ceiling is primarily comprised of iron rails. This method's called spiling, and what they would do is sharpen one end, hammer it in horizontally, and then dig out all the loose rubble and dirt from underneath. Now, a little mining terminology for you. This thing right here over our heads is called the back of the mine, and these are called the ribs, just like your own back and ribs. Now if you guys look a little further into the mine, you guys are going to notice that there are no more supports. That's very simply because this mine is drilled through silver plume granite, which is the second hardest rock in the world and more than capable of supporting itself.
Is bedrock the hardest?
Say what?
Is bedrock the hardest?
Bedrock is just a term for when there's no more dirt and you hit a layer of stone through which you can't dig. Hardest is actually called Eldora granite, and that's about 10 miles down the mountain from us.
What's the third hardest?
Oh, God, you got me on that one. Alright, let's head on in.
Yeah, that kid plays Minecraft.
It's bedrock. It's bedrock the hardest. That's because he plays Minecraft. The hardest material. It's diamond.
Can you guys hear me in the back? This is a big group, so I think we should be just fine. No doubt you've already noticed on the right-hand side we got our drainage ditch and it is flowing out. That's because this tunnel was constructed at a 1% downward grade. Part of that is drainage, most of it is if you have a fully loaded one-ton ore cart all the way at the back, you can give it one good shove and it'll come out by itself without any further assistance. Also, if you guys turn around and look back towards daylight, we're in about 150 feet, and with the conventional hand drilling methods of the day and very primitive blasting, they would have taken about 2 years to get from there to where we are right now. In fact, right here's an excellent example of a drill hole. This one's about 12 inches deep and is exactly how far they'd be able to drill in 10 hours, working pretty much around the clock. After that, these were in a spiral all the way around to the center. They would pack those with dynamite, set it off. You would probably get around 2 feet of tunnel dug per day, if they were lucky.
When did this last commercially mine?
That's an excellent question. Closed in 1896. And that was mostly the result of a long series of very boring political events that culminated in the price of silver going from up here, about $1.10 in the time dollars, probably about 100 bucks today, down about 50%. This wasn't commercially viable, and it stayed that way for most of the next century. So, in addition to being hand drilled, the illumination that they would have used was solely beeswax candles. Anybody here ever been to Carlsbad?
Yeah.
You had a thing where they turn off the lights, and it's so dark you can't even see your hand pass in front of your face. It's pretty much the same here. So what happens if your candle goes out? Well, that's an excellent guess, but if you needed to find your way out and you're just not getting that candle lit, there's actually another purpose for this work. You guys are brave, go ahead and stick your fingers in. It's about 33 degrees year-round. And you can actually feel a little bit of a flow. So what you do in the pitch dark is grope around on the tunnel floor until you find that water and you follow that flow all the way out. It's actually a safety mechanism that we still use in mining today.
And cold. Are you still recording? Yeah.
How come it's dark here? Everybody just kind of grab that under before you step up to the plate or the floor. So whenever we have an excavation that is perpendicular to the main tunnel line, it's called a drift.